Look it up. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. And children's dreams. Anyway, welcome back to Fable The Lost Chapters.
I'll go
So now then,
now.
reading time.
Oh, hello, forgive me. I'm Mr. Gout, the headmaster of the school here. Not that it's much of a school these days, the way Lady Grey keeps slashing our funding. Can you believe she sold half our library? As if mansions were more important than the education of our children. Anyway, if you could donate any suitable books you find on your travels, you'd be doing us a great favor. Ah, hello again. Have you found any interesting reading material? Oh, look! How to make friends. Just the thing to teach the children some manners.
Honestly, here's the thing. I'm not going to actually care if it's good or bad. Like, if you gave enough bad books to them, you get a dark hat. If you give enough good books to them, you get a good hat. But I'm not going to care. I just want to go through the books, because it's fun.
Thank you, Hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use. Today's lesson will be on how to make friends. This fine hero has just given us a good example of how to make friends by donating this book to the school. Helping people out and giving presents are both good ways to make friends. Can anybody tell me another way to make friends?
Sir! Sir!
Yes?
Tell them you'll smash their teeth in if they won't be friends with you.
No, Billy. Threatening people is not really a good way to make friends with them. I think we need to work on this some more.
Oh, hi.
Do you have a donation there, Hero?
Why, yes.
The story of Jack of Blades should keep the little ones in line.
Is that girl sitting on nothing? I think she is.
Why don't you stay and listen, Hero? It's never too late to learn.
That's just a bit wonky.
Who's the red-robed warrior that brings death and destruction to all of Albion?
Jack!
Who's the legend in the mask with the strength of 10 heroes?
It's Jack!
Who's the demon that stalks in the night, dragging their children into hell?
Jack?
Some say that Jack of Blades has lived forever and is not of this world. But there are those who claim it is not Jack, but his mask that we should fear, and that many men have worn it over the centuries. Whatever the truth, he is not someone to be crossed.
It wasn't me, got it!
Any books for us today, Hero? A love story. How sweet. With a title like that, I'm sure this will be suitable for the children.
Or so you think.
Thank you, Hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use. The way of the warrior doth take its toll on a hero's face, and ere long women will fly and escape before he can give chase. Scarred and dejected, a hero named Ralph stole all of the traders' riches. He made use of their gold and bought romantic gifts for all of the ladies. The women of Albion fell at his feet, and Ralph had the pick of the town, till he finally chose a pretty young girl and bought her a fine wedding gown. But too late did he see that love that is true isn't founded on wealth. His wife's only care was for money and gems he kept up on the shelf. By way of divorce, Ralph exercised his axe on her head.
Sounds familiar.
This he did mount up on the wall, just over the
Oh,
bed.
that kid.
So did the woman sadly become the world's first trophy wife. And Ralph did give up the matrimonial for the hero's life.
Well, that was a fun story.
No. Please.
Oi,
Do you have
stop
a donation there, hero? A little macabre, perhaps, but the tale of Maxley could teach some of us.
Sure,
Why
why
don't
not?
you stay and listen, hero?
Books.
It's never
God, the
There once
panic in
lived
the
a hob,
background still
and
amusing.
Maxley was his name. He was that rarest of hobs, one with a brain. Making his bed in a stream wasn't for him. He'd rather live in a village, there among men. One day he decided to travel to town. He slew a great noble and put on his gown. In Bowerstone by all was he complimented, and though short of stature, he stood proud and erected. But Maxley forgot what he was and grunted hello. And when the men heard his voice, all they did know. They called out for guards, who lopped off his head. It stuck on a spike, dumb and ugly and dead. So when you're about to open your mouth, remember Maxley the hob, for it's better to be thought an idiot than to be killed by a mob.
Well, there you go.
Oh, I've never done anything.
Do you have a donation there, hero?
Ah, yes.
The Trials of Arkan, a classic tale. Must be rather disturbing for you, I would have thought. It lifts one's spirits to see a hero take such a keen interest in education.
I'm just here
Once
for the
upon a
amusement.
time, in a village by the sea, lived a boy called Arkan with his family. Peaceful were their lives for many a year, till one day a band of savages did appear, destroyed that peaceful village by the sea, and killed the poor boy's family.
And that was where we start freaking out
But of
again.
Arkan himself they found no trace, for the boy had hid in quite a safe place. And though he wished to help in his heart, he stayed hidden till the savages did depart. Then he emerged to find his whole family killed, and the streets of the village with corpses filled. Oh, dear me, this really is the most unoriginal tosh.
Whoa.
Any books for us today, hero?
I want my mum.
Well, there's The Repentant Alchemist, but I'm not...
We totally want to give it to
I
you.
suppose it can't do any harm.
We're here to hear stories, man.
25 years have I tended this inn, not knowing my wife was living in sin. For while I served the townsfolk ale by day, at night my wife served them in another way. But soon they'll regret leading her astray. When next they sip my ale, it will be their lives that pay. He who hath slept with my love will die at its taste. Then I shall see if any among them can call themselves chaste.
Thank you, Billy. I think that's enough for today.
Well, that was fun. But I have more books.
Even teachers need to sleep sometime, you know.
Intermission. And we're back.
Do you have a
More
donation
book
there? Oh
time.
my. The Windbreaker rule book? Avo alone knows what would happen if the children got hold of this.
We should totally read it.
Well, if you think that's wise, hero,
Totally.
Today, we will be reading from the Windbreaker Rule Book. Perhaps the gentleman who gave us this book could demonstrate the benefits of its teachings himself.
Oh yeah, sure, why not? I'm full of emojis.
Yes. I see. Well, that was most edifying. But I really don't... Oh, dear Lord. Something must have crawled up inside him and died. Shit! Please, mind your language in front of the children. Oh dear, I knew this was a mistake.
That was worth it.
Do you have a donation there, hero? What's that you have there? The ugly guide? Sure you'll agree, this snotty lot needs no help in that area. Don't tell their parents I said that.
Sure, why
Well, if you think that's wise, hero,
not? Of course I do.
today's
I am
lesson
the hero
is
after
from
all.
the Ugly Guide, which this hero has donated to our school. For some reason. Now, what do you think makes a person look ugly?
Having stupid hair.
That's right. Certain haircuts can make a person less attractive, as can some forms of facial hair, especially on a woman. Any other ideas?
Eating too much.
Very good. That's why everybody in Albion has such a perfect waistline. From the greatest hero to the lowliest beggar. Except for Jenna from Orchard Farm, of course. She used to be but a slip of a girl, but now... that woman certainly likes her cider. Anyway, that concludes our lesson for today.
Oh, there you go.
Do you have a donation? I
Yes.
suppose you are not a bad person might come in useful one day.
Read it.
I suppose it can't do any harm. Today, we will be looking at You Are Not a Bad Person. It would seem this hero has decided he has no need of the book. But perhaps one of you can tell me how you can make yourself less scary.
Wear a pretty dress.
That's right. A person's clothes say a lot about them. And wandering around town dressed in dark leather or chainmail can frighten people. Any other ideas?
Don't wear anything at all. Ah!
That does help.
Well, that might make you look more silly than scary. I'm not too sure men running around naked inspire much confidence. Perhaps
the
we should see what the
confidence.
book has to say on this matter.
Oh no!
Whoop, my bad.
Any books for us today? The raising of Oakvale is a fascinating topic. But this book may be a little graphic for children their age, don't you
Nah,
think?
they need to learn.
I suppose it can't do. Today we'll be reading from the Oakvale Raid. Some of you may find what you're about to hear disturbing.
More
I
horrific
was playing with my
flashbacks.
teddy bear Rosie when the bandits attacked. The kind boy from up the road had just rescued her from my brother. I didn't know then. I would never see them again. It was the screaming that told me they were coming, and I hid under an old cart. From there, I saw the bandits kill all my friends and burn everything I called home. I wanted to help them, but I was so scared I couldn't move.
I think that girl's falling asleep.
Maybe we should finish this book some other time. In 10, 15 years, perhaps?
I didn't do anything. Honest.
Do you have a donation? What's this? Eyes of a killer? Yeah.
Totally read
All
it.
right, then. I'll give it a try. Now, I really hope none of you follow the teachings of this book, but nevertheless, you should learn to recognize the signs of evil. There are many ways a person can instill fear in others, such as covering one's body in tattoos and wearing dark clothes. But a truly scary person is able to express his evilness through actions alone.
And that's why I'm here.
Let's see how this works. A hero, would you regale us with an evil sneer, perhaps? Yes. Very effective. Now, according to this book, you can also make yourself scary by performing terrible crimes, such as killing innocents. But I think we'll leave that chapter for
you don't want
another
a demonstration.
day.
I see how it is.
Now then, class, let's all say thank you to the nice hero. You have done our school such a great service. I don't know if we can ever adequately repay you. I do have a little something, and, well, I know it's not much, but the children think you'll love it. We used it in our production of The Mage's Apprentice, but it was a little large for our particular
Annoying
actors.
noises in the background. Children running in film. But yay, the Dark Wizard hat. Do I have more books I can give?
Ah, hello again. Scorm's Teeth. That's the Guild of Zeros. I thought your guild had every copy of the book burned, along with its author.
We should totally read it.
I suppose it can't do any harm.
No.
The Journal of Bloody Nose. Zero in training. Day 14. This week, we've been developing our stealth skills by playing hide and seek. Knowing how to run and hide from your enemies is an important skill for any Zero, says Days. He seems to be a master of the art. It took us all day to find him after he teleported away. Eventually, we heard his cries and found him wedged inside a hollow tree in the Academy woods. He wasn't at all happy that it took us so long to find him, but he decided to test our hiding skills next. We must be really good at it, because we've been out here in the woods for 2 days now, and he still hasn't found us.
That's fun.
Got some books for me, hero? Why don't you bring them round during...
Do I actually have any more books? I forgot where I had to go to check books. Yeah, I still have a decent amount of books. So, yeah, intermission again. And once again, we're back to the screams of children.
Oh,
Ah, hello again. You found... what's this? The sock method?
Nope, we're reading it. Totally
Well,
reading it.
if you think that's wise, hero...
Of course it's wise.
Ah, let's turn to the sock method and see how we can make you sexier in 10 days.
yay!
Now, it looks like
Yay.
this hero still needs a little
Wait, what?
practice. But perhaps he could demonstrate something simple?
Come on.
Oh my! That's
Well,
quite enough
there
of
you
that,
go.
hero. And that brings today's lesson to a close. Definitely.
Worth it.
Any books for us today? The rotten apple, eh? A worthy...
We can't read it.
Ah, hello
Sad
again. Have you found any interesting reading material? The Book of Spells. This isn't some potty school for wizards, you know.
I want to go home!
So no Harry Potter.
Do you have a donation there? The Book of Spells. Any books for it? The
you could-
Book of Spells.
No, look at my other
the
books.
Book of Spells.
Seriously.
Any books for the Book of Spells?
Apparently he doesn't want to look at my other books. Oh well. Can I change that? No, I can't get rid of my books. Thought I'd just go on to my other stuff. By my Aunt Laura, an apple. This classic political treatise uses the fruit metaphor to provide a solution to our society's problems. Most controversy with these ideas involves the abolishment of the Heroes Guild, symbolized by a rare breed of crop-destroying insect immune to most pesticides. By an extraordinary coincidence, when taken literally, most of the advice is also extremely effective in actual fruit farming. And that's why we didn't read it in class. Also a book of spells. Which is, you know, actually a book of spells. Surprised we didn't go over, you know, the history of the guild, Hero's journey. You stand before a rocky mountain and look up to the ragged clouds. Cloaking its peak. Suddenly you feel a cold wind on your face. It seems to come from a cavern straight ahead. Its flat mouth waits to engulf you as you move closer. If you choose to enter the cave, go to page 241. If you would rather take the path west of the mountain, go to page 37. Ah, those type of books. Page 167. The wasp-headed creature at the door is fooled by the path you took from Colon's corpse and let you in. The dark robes you will. Its disguise can't quite disguise your corporate appearance, but the tavern's patrons pay little attention to you. Black windows in this underground chamber, with the black curtains hanging regularly from the walls, and a number of torches make it hard to see anyone clearly. One corner is a group of assassins, hunched over a tape and whispering. Near the door, two lizard men, a woman of great beauty but infrared eyes, and a large man whose astute face gives him away as infected with a baleful spite, are playing a card game. To the left, the barman scowls as he pours a thick, black liquid into a skull. If you order a drink, go to page 15. If you would rather join the card game, go to page 101. If you wish to sit close to the assassins and maybe try to listen in on the conversation, go to page 76. Terrible beauty. Building scream in agony. Oak flowers burning. Warrior or mage. Choose evil or choose goodness. A beard or mustache. Sword of Elfin, sleeping until the true blood flows red on his blade. Now that book is just a bit spoilery. But anyway, this has been Reading Rainbow. Hope you enjoyed, and next time, have a nice day. Also, that's not. Well, actually, I've decided I'm actually going to go do the chicken kicking thing a bit more. So there's a bunch of money just lying around. I should probably loot that. Since, well, the video was a bit short with all that reading. Wasn't really enough reading.
Be quiet, he could hear us.
So we're gonna go kick chickens for a while. And get the rest of the stuff. There's at least 2 more things we need.
Oh, sir, look at the sky.
Scary.
No, get back, El. Get back, El.
Need a good sword to fight beside you? Need a good sword to fight beside you?
Hello, sir.
Try to get your combat multiplier even higher.
There we go. I'm I'm sure there's a method to my badness somewhere in hell. Is anyone left in hell? No. Must find more homes to take over. Yeah, I've already looted this place, haven't I? Maybe later at night. Take over the whole city. Fun times.
Can I tempt you to... Man, I loves to see those chickens fly.
Well, there you go.
Ah, welcome back, sir. Aren't you just in the mood to kick some chickens today?
Why not? The very reward's a bit short.
Same
so.
rules as before, no weapons, no
Time to kick chickens. Let's see, we only need like the low amount, like 50. I can easily score 50.
Not bad at all. A center right scores you 50 points.
Let's see, we only need 50, so.
What happened? Did you chicken it?
Then I only need 50 points.
Well, looks like you... Ha, now come on.
Nope, not really trying.
What happened? Did you... Not a bad score, I suppose, though I would have expected better from a hero.
Yes,
Still, there's a special prize for you, the cock call expression. It's not that useful at attracting chickens, but it's a great party trick. Can I tempt you to a game of chicken?
And let's see, where is it? Is it social? No. It's, renowned. No. Okay, maybe it is. It's alignment. Why not use? Yeah, totally worth it. I totally want that on the bar. Where'd I actually put that though? Sure, why not? Huzzah! It works well with my chicken hat.
Ah, welcome. Aren't you just in the mood?
Now I think I need like 150
Same rules as
points.
before, no weapons, no spells. Good luck, sir.
That,
Could do better.
I
Front
could
right
do
for
better.
25 points.
that's a bit pathetic, actually.
Not bad at all. A center right scores you 50 points.
That was totally on the 100 line. You dick.
Could do better. Front right for 25 points.
I guess it is on the yellow.
Well done, and a so what?
Yep, that's 150, so... Huzzah!
I'm afraid you will never score if you can't kick the chicken. An impressive display of chicken violence there. You've earned yourself a silver key. Oh, my last one, too.
And there's
Can
a
I
silver
tempt
key.
you to a game of chicken kicking, sir?
Huzzah! Now then, I'm totally going to wait till it's night and murder more people. But I'll probably do that off camera. So anyway, that concludes the rest of this video. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all, and have a nice day. Indeed.